everybody, this is Etho. Welcome back guys to our map making series where we are currently working on Bane. Yeah. So new episode, it's not even 2015. What is going on? It's crazy. Well actually, unfortunately, this is not an episode. I just wanted to make a video just to inform you guys what's going on. I have decided to cancel my map making series and this project as well, unfortunately, because the response to it has not been very good. Yeah, it's sad. Just kidding. No, actually, the response on the last episode was one of the best I've ever had on any video. In fact, people really like this game idea, which is very encouraging, and I honestly had a lot of fun reading through the comments last time to see what you guys said. And yeah, out of all the videos I've released on my channel, it's up there like top 10 best best received videos or ideas of mine. So that's really cool. So let's move on with the project, shall we? What I think we need to prioritize next is the command block and logic stuff to the game. And unfortunately, we have to redo the spawn platform, which is like the basis for that kind of stuff. So this spawn platform was good. It would have been fine, except command block logic has changed a lot, and I should probably take advantage of it. And also, since I've decided not to do the 8 teams thing, we're only going to be doing 4 teams maximum. Yeah, we kind of do need to redesign this anyway. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm not going to try and complete the spawn platform, like the looks of it and all that. Instead, I'm just going to focus on the functionality of the logic. So the way I want to do the teams, and this is what I'm going to try to do, we'll see how it goes. I want it so that if you walk up to a specific area for that team, it will automatically join you up to that team, and then have a list of players on the right here. Have a list of all the players in the game and what teams they're on, and have that automatically update as people join or leave teams or whatever, so that it's clearly visible who's on what team. Ideally is the way I want to do this, and also have a 5th spot where if people walk to it, they leave a team, and when the game starts, if they're not on a team, they get put into spectator mode. I think is the best way of doing this. So I'm going to stop recording for a bit as I try to work out that idea, and we'll see how it goes here. Well, so far it's been going pretty good, everybody. Let me give you an update of what I've done here. And the way I'm trying to do this series, by the way, is as a let's play map making series, which is a bit strange. It's a little tough to record it this way too, but rather than just throwing information at you of like how to use command blocks and all that, you can do this and this and this and this and this, and then overwhelm you. I want to show you step by step. Like, I have a problem. This is what I've tried to solve it, and this is the results. So you can see step by step how to get through things, I guess, and hopefully hopefully that helps you to retain the information better if you ever like want to do map making, or I don't know, just hopefully this comes across well. So anyway, let's just fire this up. I want to show you how it works first, and then I'll try to explain it. So this is a temporary setup too, by the way. I'm not actually using the spawn platform. We're going to be building a new one. But I just picked these corners here as arbitrary join team areas. So ignore, like, yeah, we'll be building a proper spot later, but this is just for testing. So I've picked like this area right here as the red team joining area. So you can see if I walk near this within 3 blocks, it will add me to that team. I've been added to red team. Over here is the yellow team join area. So if I get near it, it adds me to the yellow team automatically. Green team, blue team. And then to leave a team, I've just put the leave area in the middle here. Again, the coordinates don't matter. I will be changing them later. So all I've done is these 5 command blocks, and I got a clock running. This is what it does. So to join the red team, this is what it does. Scoreboard teams join red team. Red team is what I've named it. So I've done scoreboard teams add red team to create the red team. And in fact, if you want to get a list of teams, scoreboard teams list is the way you can do it. And those are all my teams: green team, blue team, yellow team, red team. None of them have players. If I join one of these, I've joined the blue team now. If I do this, it says blue team has 1 player, and you can even specifically check out a team. If I do blue team after the list, shows the number of players on the team. It's just Etho. Aha. Okay. So let's go back here. Oops. Yeah, there's no players on blue team anymore because I just left. All right. So when I go in this area, these are the coordinates I specified. Negative 479, 38, negative 685. That is right over here. This block right here. So if I go within a radius of 3 of that, it's going to run this command. And I also have a very important thing here: team not on red team. What this does, if I remove this, I can show you. In fact, we'll just get rid of this for demonstrations. Oh no. Almost fell there. Alright, so what team am I on right now? I don't think I'm on any. Oh, I'm on red team. Yeah, I'm going to leave that team. Alright, okay, I'm not on any team now. Now when I go to join the red team, that we got rid of that one clause, it just keeps adding me over and over and over and over again. It doesn't care that I'm on the red team. It will keep adding me. Yeah, that's fine. It still says there's only 1 player on it though, so it's not a big deal. But to get rid of the spam, you can do this clause. Alright. So if this all checks out as true, if there's a player at these coordinates within a radius of 3 and he's not on red team, then this command can run. Scoreboard teams, whoops, teams join red team. That will add me to the red team, and the rest of these are much the same: blue team, yellow team, green team, with the coordinates changed to the different corners there. Then there's the 5th one here, which is scoreboard teams leave. That's for the middle. That's where the coordinates are, for the middle there. That just removes the player from, I believe, all teams. Well, I think you can only be on 1 team. So that's a start to this. Now, I said I wanted a list on the side here, and that's where things get a bit more tricky. So I'm going to create a new objective. Oh, that scared me. Scoreboard, objectives, add, use tab complete, guys, when you're doing this kind of stuff. It helps so much. Add, let's call our objective team display. It's a dummy objective. And the way we want it to look, or the display, the display text for it, we will put as teams. Okay. So now I also want to add that to the sidebar. Objectives, set display, sidebar. Then we choose what objective we're adding. We'll do team display. All right. It's been added. So now if I give myself a score, it doesn't show scores of players that are at 0. So players set, what am I doing? Etho. Etho's my name. Etho, the objective is team display, right? And then the score, let's just set it to 1. And I appear on the scoreboard over here, and it says teams very nicely. Something I did before is I set a color. to it. So if I'm on the red team, my name color will be red. If I go to the blue team, oh, I shut this off. Let's get this running again. This, I will stop running this clock when the game starts. That way it doesn't constantly cause lag unnecessarily. Now my team name changed, or my name changed to blue. Can't quite remember off the top of my head how I did that. Let's see. I'm going to pause a second. Okay, I got it here. So this is for the green team. You see I joined it and my team name is white. It's not green because I didn't set a color for this team. So the way you do that is scoreboard teams option. See if you tap complete. Yeah, there we go. Then you give it the team name. So we're going to do it for the green team. And then you do color is what we're changing. And then you give it a value. There's a bunch of different colors you can use. I'm going to go with green. Oh. Green. There we go. So now it's green when I'm on the green team. Then I'll do the same for the yellow team. And yeah. So I have a problem still though. If there were a bunch of other people on, it would just show our names like, let's pretend there was 10 people on. It might be like green, red, blue, green, yellow, green. You know, it wouldn't be in order or anything. It would just be the people online and the color. So something else I'm going to add, you can add fake players to a list if you want. So let's see, how do I do this? Scoreboard, players, set. Okay, so now we got to give it the player name. For the player name, I'm just going to give it text though, like the text I want. So let's do red team. Wait a minute. Don't think you can have spaces in it though. Red team. Or how should I format this? Should I do it like that? Yeah, I'll do it like that. I might change it. Red team. What objective am I setting it for? For team display. And then the score. I want it to be top on the list, so we'll give it the score of 1. Alright. And I would then want to be greater than 1 so that I don't come on first in the list. So etho, I will now change my score to 2. Oh, wait, no, opposite of that. Yeah. Highest score is on top of the list, lowest score is at the bottom of the list, right? Okay, so we did that. Right now the default for that is white as well, so I might add that fake player to a new fake team just to change the color. So I'm going to do some stuff off camera here because it's probably getting boring. So I'll be right back. Alright, so if you haven't figured this out yet, map making takes a ton of time. Like a ton of time. Because there's all these little details you got to work out. Like just this joining teams and displaying teams. Very small part of this whole project that we're doing, and it's taken forever. So it's going pretty good here though. So now the whole point of doing this was to add structure to our team list, right? So we got our 5 groups. We got the red team, blue team, green team, yellow team, and spectators. Now you can see when I join the different teams, I get arranged properly in the list. So I'm under the blue team group right now. Now I got moved to the green. I got moved down below the yellow team. Red team, I moved up. If I leave, I get put into the spectators. I created a new team. Let's see, scoreboard teams list called font team, which is let's just look at it. Alright, it has these players in it: red team, blue team, spectators, green team, and yellow team. That's all the words here. These are offline players, they're not real players. I just added them so we could have them displayed here. And the way I'm organizing this or structuring the list here, red team has a value of 9, blue 7, green 5, yellow 3, spectators 1, and any players on that is 1 less. So now when I join the red team, this is the command block that lets you join the red team. I have this other comparator on here, and it goes to another command block, and it checks the players in that area, and it sets their score to 8 for the red team, 6 for the blue team, 2 for yellow, 4 for green. Spectators are 0. So that's how it's doing that. That's pretty cool. Let's see if we can see it. So if I leave the team, that comparator will turn on for a split second. Yeah, you see how it turned on? And that activated this command block, which set my score to 0. And that's kind of how that's working. So if I want, scoreboard teams, option, font team, color. So right now everything's white. I can change the color if I want, like if I want it black, or I don't know what color I should use, to be honest. It's one of those little finicky details. I'm not using purple, like any purple colors. Let's try dark purple. But I kind of feel they would stand out a little weird. Yeah. Golden. Maybe. It kind of looks like yellow is the problem, right? Aqua. Yeah. I don't know. So, one more refinement I will probably try to make with this. If there's nobody on a team, like if there's nobody on yellow team, it would probably be nice not to display yellow team at all until somebody joins it. So I may look into doing that too yet. But just to clean up clean up this useless information here, because if there's no one on the team, you don't need to see all that, right? Okay, everybody, so I got a few more things done here which we can check out, but first I do want to comment on one thing. This is why we are updating our spawn platform. Look at how many command blocks and how messy all of this is. Compared to the new thing we got, this is much more organized. Things are displayed better, and it's easier to change if we need to. It's just overall better. So that's the reason for the update mainly. Let's see. I was playing around with play sound, so it's very good when you're doing things like this, that you give people some kind of indicator that they've performed an action. So when they join a team, I want them to know they joined a team, because like all this stuff that's getting displayed down here isn't going to happen during the game. I'm just having that on while we debug stuff, test stuff. In the actual game though, all that's going to be hidden. So if you join a team now, you get a little sound. Don't know if I'll keep it as this, but it seems pretty good. Nice little popping sound. Pretty cool. I like it. Alright, so what else do we got here? Right, so when everybody joins the teams and all that, each of the teams will have a designated area at the spawn platform we're going to build. And at that area, there's probably going to be a ready switch somewhere. So when team is ready to go, they'll flip their switch, and when all the teams are ready that have players on them, a countdown will probably start of about 5 seconds. If nobody unreadies in that time, the game will begin. And I'm just like trying to think of all the things that need to happen when the game starts here. So that's what this is. A really nice thing about one of the recent snapshots, it used to be a real pain to work around with command blocks. Like you would want to build everything in place because it's such a pain to move them otherwise. But thankfully now, if you hold Control and middle click on your mouse, you will copy the command block with the information in it. So when you place it, it's a perfect copy. of whatever command block you want, which is really cool. So if you ever need to move these around, it's not a giant pain. Because even if you use MC Edit to move these around, like if you're working with TP commands, it changes the coordinates on you, which is like, oh boy. It can be frustrating if you got to move things. Alright, so when the game starts, Battle Bane has begun. I might give some kind of text. Game has started. Set block. These are relative coordinates here, so 7 blocks this way. Change the block to air. So that is to stop this clock from running. Because when the game is started, we no longer need this team selection stuff running. It's just causing lag. So that's important to shut down. And then scoreboard objective set display sidebar score display. I have created a new objective. Let's go over here. Or no. No. This is what we'll do. Do that. Okay. So during the game, we no longer need to see that other scoreboard with all the teams on, because all that will be figured out when the game is going. We're going to have probably a countdown until the next round, and then below that probably the scores of each of the teams, like red team, blue team, green team, yellow team. How many rounds they've won will be listed below that, hopefully. I was messing around with the clock here. Timer. This is a 1 second timer. Don't know if this is a good design for it. There might be a better way of doing this, but it is scoreboard players remove next round score display 1. So this next round is actually a player. It's an offline player that doesn't really exist, but we can set some information to that guy, and every time this command block runs, it lowers his score by 1. So that's how I'm using next round as a timer. So when it hits 0, then we will TP people to the arena that are in the right places. Alright, anyway. What else do we have here? Oh yeah, so we set people's spawn points in the world. All the different spawn points. I have decided to create a spectators team just so it's easier to manage everybody that's a spectator. So spectators, they get their game mode set to 3, which is spectator mode, new mode that was released. This allows you to fly through blocks and you can't interact with the world, so it's pretty cool. So all spectators get that, and then people get their spawn point set, and then they get teleported to the 4 corners of the map. Spectators currently I have set to 0, but that's probably not going to stay like that. So maybe we will just try this out, shall we? Alright, let's get this the way it is. And that should be there. So let's join the red team, shall we? Alright, we're on the red team. Excellent. So when the game starts, this is basically what happens. Battle Bane has begun. We got teleported to the red room. I believe our spawn point was also set here. Let's try it out. I will have to change my game mode to survival too. I forgot to do that. But yeah, our spawn is set here, so that's pretty good. The timer's running. So, kind of got a good start to this. There's a lot to do though, a lot to do. I don't know if I'm going to do another episode like this with all this command block and scoreboard stuff. That is kind of what map making is though, for a big part. So yeah, not sure how interested people are in this kind of stuff. I know people that are making maps might be, or that are interested in. But yeah. Let's see, where was that? Somewhere around there. There we go. But anyway, we got a good start to some of the game mechanics. I'll probably try to do a bunch off camera. Yeah. So if you have ideas, guys, again, feel free to let me know. I'm going to keep working on this, and I will see you in the next episode. So thanks for watching. Have yourselves a great day. Bye-bye.